Hey everybody, my name is OldSkuleNerd, and I'm joined today by my girlfriend,
Chelsea, maybe.
Chelsea, maybe. Ha ha ha. She's also the mama llama for my girls, and the bane of Wretched Rob, and the purveyor of all things that are punished in live chat.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, you have the band hammer.
I do love to build that.
It is a real thing. You're like the Thor of the band hammer. I invited her to do a reaction with me, and I'll tell you the reason right after this.
What are you doing?
Checking out my tits. All right, so hey everybody, check us out on oldskulenerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel, and the merchandise store. Okay, so
But no pictures of his tits, just to be clear. I don't want them to be disappointed.
I haven't been photographed without my shirt on since I was like 23.
Wow.
Fatherhood's a bitch. Anyway, so but that's the only bad part about it. So here we go. This one's a little different. Because I love music. But one of the things that her and I have in common is we both love music, and not like pop music.
Right.
We have very eclectic musical tastes. How would I describe your musical taste? Would it be like American folk, kind of rock folk, Americana?
I think that would be fair. I think American folk, indie rock, with some R&B in there maybe would be fair.
Yeah, I could see that too. She's also a fan of the classics. She grew up on 60s, 70s.
Carole King, Aretha Franklin, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
So we grew up in same musical interests. Now I have drug her to a Ginger show.
Which was great.
And I also drug her to a Suicide Silence show.
Which was
Well,
actually my
something.
favorite part of that show.
Which is
Surprisingly.
okay. Now, what's funny is during that show, you kept looking at me going, I don't know a word that is being said. And my reply to you was, me neither, but it's freaking cool, isn't it? Because there was the mosh, there was Eddie in the front just connecting with Eddie's the lead singer of Suicide Silence.
Yeah, I know.
And he's just, well, you didn't run into him like I did. So, and he's connecting with every single different person. But at the same time, being the moderator of my channel, she also gets exposed to all the videos that I do, which means she also listens to every damn song, and even the ones that I do, knowing that I love them and she probably won't. And there's a few.
There's a couple.
And they're not gonna be named. That's not what we're here for. But there is one artist that I have done reactions to that you absolutely love. Now, what people don't see, and by the way, I wasn't looking at my tits. I was looking under my sweatshirt.
Oh, because he's wearing a Julian Baker t-shirt, which he would not own if it was not for me.
Okay, there are a couple of bands that I've introduced her to, and there's a few artists that she's introduced me to, and one of the ones she's introduced me to is Julian Baker, who I absolutely love, because Julian Baker is, if my daughter Caroline, who all of you know, does not go to Mars or work for SpaceX, I hope that she becomes Julian Baker. Because they're very much alike, both in personality, in the look, like
Yes.
everything. If Caroline was older with tattoos.
Just a quick plug. If you haven't checked out Julian Baker, she just dropped a new album called Little Oblivions earlier this year, January, February. Go check it out. Fantastic. Her entire catalog is amazing.
Did she pay you to say that?
Nope.
Who
But
bought
she
you that album?
could. What?
Who bought you that album?
You.
Okay, so it's enough of that. But one thing that she has fallen in love with is another artist that is very, very real. A true talent, passion in her voice.
I think that that's one of the main threads that ties together everybody that we really like
together. There's an artistry and a passion and a
it's not there's real emotion. It's not fake.
It's almost textural. Like you have, depending upon what's going on, you feel it.
Yes.
Well, this artist is someone who I've loved before all this YouTube stuff ever started, and her name is Lauren Babic, and we're hoping that we can see both her, Violet Orlandi, and Halasine in Portland, Oregon in April. We're just, you never know how things go. But anyway.
You guys can't see it, but my toes are crossed in my combat boots too.
By the way, she bought those combat boots so she could go see Ginger and Suicide Silence in New Orleans.
You gotta fit in. You gotta fake it till you make it, kids.
Fake it till you make it. All right, so Lauren did a new cover. Now, we both love her Easy on Me Adele cover. And I haven't heard one better. If there is one better, hopefully we'll hear it, but doubt it. For us, it is our favorite version of that song. So Lauren dropped A Million Dreams, which is a song from the movie and musical The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. Now, I've never seen The Greatest Showman, but almost everyone in the world has. And I thought, oh, well, I'll have Chelsea maybe do this reaction with me because she's obviously seen The Greatest Showman. I mean, what woman hasn't seen The Greatest Showman? I mean, who has? Oh, you hadn't seen it yet at all. No, she hadn't. So she gets back from running her errands yesterday, and I think picking up Caroline from school. And I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? She's like, nothing. I said, hey, movie night. She goes, oh, we're going to do movie night? Of course, there was it was pre-planned in my head. We're going to watch The Greatest Showman. And she's like, why? I said, because. I mean, you've seen it, right? And she's like, no. So we sat and we watched it, and I enjoyed it. She cried a lot. She did. I thought the movie was great. It's probably my favorite musical I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. To me, and I think a lot of it has to do with I love Hugh Jackman. I think Hugh Jackman is the greatest man that has ever lived. And this is my reason why.
I thought today was Tuesday, not Man Crush Monday.
There is no Man Crush Monday.
Oh, maybe not on your channel.
Okay, well anyway, no. The reason why I find that Hugh Jackman is the greatest man that ever lived is because he can embody everything. He can play the role of the most masculine, toxic man with razor blades, smoking cigars, not giving a shit about anybody, and do it in like 8 movies in a row and be the best at that. And also, how many Tony Awards has he hosted and won? Because he's an amazing singer, dancer, performer in even non-masculine roles. He's the perfect man.
We disagree on so many levels, but we're going to keep going.
Okay. I think it's good. Anyway, so A Million Dreams. It was the song the little boy sang at the beginning when they're doing that timeline through their childhood. Yeah, difficult. So Lauren's going to do this. We're going to do a reaction to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as we will.
Lauren's going to do it better, what he meant. That's what she does.
I disagree with you totally, but we're going to go on.
Okay.
Bestest. Anyway, let's go with this. All right. I'm going to pop the screen. See, all my stuff is messed up because we're over here instead of me over here. So yeah, it's just a little different. I'm sorry. It happened. Let's go. She Canadian. It's cold.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Okay, so that was the first verse and the first chorus.
I was right.
How are you right?
She did it better.
No, I mean you're half there. She did it best. Anyway, no. And here's the thing. Not to discount The Greatest Showman because that little boy killed that. And
Everyone in that movie killed it.
everyone in that movie killed that. Even Zac Efron. Not Zac Efron. What's his name?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Yeah, I don't remember. I just keep wanting to say, what was his name in High School Musical?
I have no idea.
Thank God! I'm so happy she doesn't know what his name was in High School Musical. Because if you did, it'd be like, okay, we'll move this microphone out of the way.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, no, everyone in that movie killed it. But there's just something about when Lauren does stuff. It's like I said, I can't say that she does it with more passion because that entire movie was about like the passion of life, right? And going bigger and bigger and bigger. But two things. Number one, it is obviously extremely cold where she's at.
I'm trying not to laugh because I was getting ready for the day right before this, and I was 75% down the buffalo plaid route this morning, and I'm really glad I didn't do it because I didn't realize she wore this in this video.
Well, when you're in Canada, there's a lot of buffalo plaid going on a lot of times. But the other thing is a lot of these rock covers are rock covers because of the musicianship involved in her style. And although this is a Lauren Babic cover, one of the best things about being Canadian, other than the chronic snowmen,
Because you would know.
yeah, because I know a lot about snowmen. I think I built one
And being
out
Canadian.
there, and it was ice. Yeah, and I don't know anything about being Canadian, but is the access to amazing musical talent. So I don't know who's doing her musical compositions, her drumming, her guitars, who's doing all the musicianship. But the last 2 or 3 covers she's done, the music has been perfect for what she's trying to do. So hats off to whoever you are that's working with Lauren behind the scenes that helps her create what she does. Now, I know that she does play the guitar, but I don't know what other things she does musically. For all I know, she could play all this stuff like Leo Maracchioli, and I'm literally talking out of my ass, which would not be the first time.
I just imagine that she does everything possible and she does it amazingly.
Yeah. Bestest.
Bestest.
By the way, see that blue car on the screen?
Bestester.
That's the HMS Hood. Sorry.
Please don't start your shit again.
Sorry.
I really can't afford to hear about this for another 3 weeks.
All the Sabaton. By the way, I did the Bismarck reaction over a year ago, and I got 4 more comments this week saying, you're wrong about the Hood.
Yeah,
we know.
Just to clarify, I know it's been out for a year, but this resurgence that's been happening has to stop.
No,
guys.
It doesn't. I'm going to try to egg on the Canadians. They're going to start commenting going, it's not cold all the time.
You don't know shit about snowmen.
You don't know shit about snowmen. That's not buffalo plaid. That's something else.
Oh, no,
but
that's definitely buffalo plaid. But you can continue. Go ahead.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day.
All right. Mebra. Her ears are cold. Her nose is red. I love the song, and I look forward to listening to it in the truck.
But you really just want to usher her inside.
I just want to be like, me girl, get in the Toronto Blue Jays arena.
We could have
get behind a wall.
Inside.
I'm like, oh God, T, you see that water? That water's solid. It ice.
Stop.
The water in the lake is frozen, and it moving because the wind. Her hair is moving because the wind. And the water on the ground is frozen.
This is another report with OldSkuleNerd.
Pass. And the thing about it is, I just realized that if she's in Toronto, that means she's flying about as far as we're flying to get to Portland, Oregon for the tour. She's got a good little travel for herself. The clarity of her melodic tone is perfect. Her belting tone has such a passion to it. It gets raw and gritty. The only thing she didn't do in this song was a growl, but I think it's okay without it.
I enjoy softer Lauren. I really do. But I felt like I really wanted her to push this just a little further for me. That's just me. But I can't fault her for anything in this.
No, there's no fault. I think if it even is a possible critique, we're like, more.
Right.
It's not
right.
It's not like we don't like this. We just want more. But here's the thing. Any song that Lauren does live, I want to. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why I really want to make this show happen.
Yeah. Because
the venue we're going to in Portland is a very small coffee shop style venue, which means that Violet and Lauren can really just go for it. I mean, we know Addie's, like, the bartenders are going to be taking, like, bottles down from the top shelf before Addie gets up there because she's going to be breaking shit with her voice. But I just, it's like all three of the ladies in all three of these cantations, these bands, these performers for this tour all have unique vocal styles, but I love each individual one in their own right. But again, I still think that any song that Lauren picks up, because of her style, we love her style, that rock, passion. It's almost like I'm trying to think of someone that sings like her, and it's really difficult to find anyone because she has the passion and that swagger like an Aretha Franklin, like an Adele, but it's rock. Like what Aretha does for soul.
Right.
What Adele is doing for pop, contemporary soul, and vocal and R&B in her style, she's doing it, but in rock and metal.
Okay, can you go with me here and you promise not to look at me like I'm nuts?
Okay, I'm not going to look at you like you're nuts.
He does it all day. Tina Turner.
The fuck,
Chelsea?
I'm just saying.
I get it.
She has that dig deep, feel it in your bones quality too. Very different genre. I don't know.
Tina Turner. Tina. No, I get it.
Greatest legs in show business, baby.
Well, we're not going to ask Lauren to show us her legs. I mean, you can.
Might not.
No, go ahead.
I'm afraid to meet this girl. I don't think I'm going to let go if I get the chance to hug her. That's not Woman Crush Wednesday either, but if something happens to him, I'm going after Lauren with all I got.
You're going to have to fight Violet for that one. She's already said. Because that's like a question. So, would you date Addie? Would you date Lauren? She's like, duh. No, but no.
She's like, I got that.
But Tina Turner, I totally get it. I think you're right.
She was the first one that came to my mind when you said that deep.
I got to be.
What do you think, Chewy?
He doesn't think. He's jealous because we're doing something without him.
It's true.
I think what it comes down to is your Tina Turner analogy is exactly right because it actually solidifies what I've been saying since the beginning.
Time.
No, the whole time. You know what it is? Ready? Sing it with me. She's simply the best. Better than all the rest. which is
Okay.
I do reactions because I can't sing.
Okay.